What's up guys, iosAlex here and welcome back to another video. Now today I want to tell you some amazing things that your iPhone can do that you might not know. And we're going to start off with the ability to match the color of your icons to the color of your iPhone or even the case that you have on your phone. Now to do this, go ahead and long press on your home screen, select edit, tap customize, and then down here you'll get this little pop-up window where you can change the colors of your icons, and we're going to select tinted. And now you can see we have a few different options here with some color sliders. Now, if you want to match the icons to the color of the phone that you have, you can just tap over here and you can see that they will turn blue, just like the color of my iPhone. And if you tap over here, it will match the color of the phone case that you have on your iPhone. Now keep in mind that this won't always work. In order for your phone to know what color of a case that you have, you will need to use a MagSafe certified case with an NFC chip inside, which contains the color of the case and all the information that your phone will need in order to match the icons to that color. So definitely give this a try and see if you can match the colors of your icons to your case or your phone. But another thing in here that you can do is if you tap on this button right here, you can see that it will expand your icons and hide the text under them. So you can play around with this and see which one you like more. Personally, I like the more minimalistic look when you don't have all of the icon names and the names of the widgets under them. I think it just makes your iPhone look a little bit more clean. And if you're going for that minimalistic look, definitely check this out. Alright, now this next feature is great if you don't want to deal with spam callers or you just want to know the reason that somebody is calling you before you actually pick up the phone. So what you want to do is go into your phone settings, swipe down to apps, and then in here just find your phone app. And if you swipe down a little bit, there's a section called Screen Unknown Callers. And what you want to do is make sure to enable Ask Reason for Calling. And what your iPhone will do is anytime you get a phone call from somebody who is not in your contacts, it will ask that person the reason for their call. And the best part about this is if it's a spam call or a machine calling you, it will just hang up 99% of the time. So you're filtering out most of the spam calls that you're going to get right away. And if it is an actual person calling you and they need something from you, they will be able to leave a message of why they're calling you, and your phone will show that to you before you answer the call. So you can decide whether you want to answer that phone call, or if it's not important, you can go ahead and ignore it. Alright, another cool thing that your iPhone can do is create callback reminders to return a phone call at a later time. So if somebody calls you but you're driving and you don't want to have to answer the call while you're on the road, or maybe you're busy, you're in a meeting, well, instead of just ignoring that phone call and forgetting about that person entirely, you can create a callback reminder to get back to them at a later time when you're free. And to do that, just open up your dialer app, go to your recent calls, and then here just swipe left on the contact who you want to set a reminder for, tap on the blue icon here, and now you can set a callback reminder for whenever you think you'll be free and have time to call them back. Alright, now did you guys know that if somebody messages you on your iPhone, instead of having to unlock your phone and go into the messaging app to message them back, you can do it directly from the lock screen without ever having to open your phone? And to do that, all you gotta do is just find the notification of the message on your lock screen, long press on it. It will then pop up in this little window on your lock screen from where you can see the message and reply to it all from here without ever having to unlock your phone. Alright guys, now for this next iPhone tip, did you know that when you take a screenshot of something, your iPhone will be able to identify the context within that screenshot and then provide you some options down below the screenshot to interact with whatever you took a screenshot of. So if there's a phone number, you can dial it directly from here. If there's an email, you can tap on it and it will take you to your mail app and open up a draft email that you can start writing. And if there's an address, it will jump into the Maps app and plug in the destination to that location. And if there's any sort of date, you can add it to your calendars or even your reminders app. So definitely a really cool feature just to be able to interact with your screenshots. Now here's a really cool tip to help you spice up the look of your iMessage with certain contacts. When you open up a conversation that you have with any one of your contacts, you can tap on their name up here, tap backgrounds, and now you can create a custom background for that contact specifically. And Apple gives you some really nice ones up here because these are dynamic backgrounds, and you can see there's even a few different flavors that you can choose from, and they have some movement to them, so it definitely looks really cool. And you can kind of just go through here and pick which ones you like the most, but once you find one that you like, simply just apply it and that's it, you're all set. Now anytime you go to this contact, you're going to see this really cool background. Alright guys, now check this out. I'm going to show you how you can create really cool 3D parallax wallpaper effects on your lock screen that give you a really cool and unique look. Now to set this up, just long press on your lock screen to edit it, tap the plus icon to create a new lock screen, tap photos, and go through your entire gallery to pick a photo that you want to use on your lock screen. Now this is going to work best with something that has a subject in the foreground and a little bit of a distant background. But once you have a photo selected, just tap on the spatial scene button and it will transform your photo to have this cool 3D effect. Now all you gotta do is just set it as a wallpaper, and that's it, you're all set. Now you're gonna have this cool 3D wallpaper effect on your lock screen. Alright, now here's a cool one. If you're somebody who's always snoozing your alarms and you're very particular about how much sleep you get between those alarms, you can actually set the snooze duration between those alarms. And to do that, just go into the alarm you have set, and right there you'll see snooze duration, where you can change this from anywhere from 1 minute all the way up to 15 minutes. So if you're very particular about how much sleep you're getting between your alarms, you can go ahead and set this up to exactly how you like it. Alright, now check this out. If you're ever reading a really long article and there's a specific passage within that article that you want to share with somebody, instead of sending them this whole entire page and having them have to look for that part in the article, you can actually highlight exactly what it is that you want to share with them, and then tap on this little arrow right here, and then tap copy link with highlight. And now just go ahead and share that link with whoever you want. You can email it to them or send it via text message. And when they receive it and tap on that link, you can see it will take them not only to the website, but to the actual highlighted section and highlight it for you to show them exactly what it was that you were talking about. Alright, now if you're somebody who prioritizes battery life and you want the best and longest battery out of your iPhone, but you don't want to have to think about all of the different things that you need to do in order to make your phone last as long as possible, there's a new setting on your iPhone that you can enable that will do all the hard work for you to make your battery last as long as possible. And all you need to do is go into your phone settings, swipe down to battery, in here select power mode, and just enable adaptive power. And now your phone will do all the thinking for you and make any power adjustments that it needs to make your phone last as long as possible by looking at how much battery you have in the moment, what time of day it is, how much battery you have left until bedtime, and just make all the power adjustments for you. And if your battery hits 20%, it will automatically turn on low power mode, hopefully giving you enough time to get to a charger. This is definitely one of those set it and forget it kind of features, so if you don't have adaptive power enabled, I definitely suggest you go ahead and enable it. Alright guys, now one thing that Apple has really been struggling with is making Siri useful. They've been making a lot of promises over the years, but not really delivering, and Siri, compared to all the other smart assistants out there, is probably the least capable, but thankfully you can replace Siri with ChatGPT. So to do that, what you want to do is go into your phone settings, swipe down to Apple Intelligence and Siri, and just in here look for ChatGPT and enable this feature. And to use it, simply invoke Siri by long pressing the power button like you usually would, but before you ask your question, say ChatGPT, and your phone will now query ChatGPT instead of Siri. So to show you an example, I can do something like this. ChatGPT, give me a banana cake recipe and some cooking instructions. And there you go, you can see it says working with ChatGPT, and now it's going to spit out a prompt for a banana cake recipe. Alright guys, now this next feature is an older one, but it's not one that I see a lot of people using or even knowing about that they have on their iPhone, but it's super useful because if somebody ever wants to use your phone, maybe to watch a Netflix movie or a YouTube video or just do anything on your phone, but you don't trust them not to leave that app and go snooping through your data, this setting can definitely help you, and it is called guided access. And to enable it, what you want to do is go into your phone settings, go to accessibility, and swipe down to the bottom until you see guided access right there, and make sure to enable this feature. And now what you're going to be able to do is lock an application to your display. So for example, let's say somebody wants to use the YouTube app. Go ahead and open up the app for them, and then to lock it to your display, simply just triple tap the power button, and you can see it will start guided access. All you need to do is tap start, and then you can create a password for this session. But now you can go ahead and give your phone over to whoever wants to use it, and they can freely use the YouTube app. They can go through YouTube, they can watch whatever videos that they want, but they will not be able to leave the app, because if they try to swipe up or down to go into your control center, you can see no matter where they swipe from, they cannot leave this app. So you can safely give your phone over to whoever wants to use it and not worry about them being able to snoop through your stuff. And once they're done using your phone, to exit guided access, just triple tap your phone again, and it will ask you for your Face ID or the guided access passcode that you created. And once you successfully authenticate as yourself, you can now go ahead and exit guided access, and now you can go back to using your phone as normal. But there you go guys, that's going to do it for this video of some of the cool things that your iPhone can do now. Let me know in the comments below if you have any other cool tips and tricks that you think other people might enjoy. But that's going to do it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.